A great song has the power to change things. It can change the way we feel. It can change the way we think. Sometimes the right song at the right time can even change the world. Songs are valuable, culturally, commercially, and especially personally. Songs are the soundtrack to our lives, connecting us to memories, situations, our past, our present. They have the power to actually connect us more deeply to ourselves. What is a song, really? Why are these little 3 or 4 minute pieces of music so powerful? The power of a song exists in how these separate ingredients come together to create a sum that's profoundly greater than its individual parts. Let's take a deeper look at what's happening when you're listening to a song. So you've got the lyrics, the use of words, language. This is the way we express ourselves in life and connect to each other, but now it's set to melody, expressed by the human voice, which is probably the most profound sound there is. And then you set all that to music. And now the brain is dancing back and forth between this frontal lobe activity, which is more logical and more conscious, and this deeper, more instinctual, primal part that music activates. And then there's the rhythmic side, which engages your body and makes you want to move and feel the music physically. So your brain is lit up, your body's involved. It's all your emotions, your thoughts. It's really too much to keep track of. And that's what can make it transcendent. It's like the entire self is listening and responding. It's more than just words. It's more than just music. It's that combination of the two that can come together to create a profound experience. A great song is an extremely enigmatic thing, and it's extremely difficult to teach songwriting because the usual way of teaching musicians simply does not work, especially when it comes to songwriting. The arts, but particularly music and songwriting, are currently being taught backwards and upside down. Here's what I mean. The current model is an outside-in approach. We inundate all artists with the same collection of techniques and musical theory and expect that if they just learn those things, they'll create great music. That's just not the way it works. The what and the how is just not at the core of what makes a great song great. What exists at the core is the why behind every choice that an artist makes. Why that chord? Why that melody? Why that lyric? Why that particular sound? And every artist has a unique why. The answer to why isn't found outside the artist in some technique, it's found inside. It's in the way their unique set of talents, experiences, and perspectives all come together to drive their artistic motivations and intentions. In this holistic approach, each artist will be guided in building a skill set that's customized to them. They'll discover and learn the techniques and skills that they need to fulfill their potential. No more, no less. Consider it from this historical perspective. How many chords did Bob Dylan need to know to become the iconic songwriter that he is? Just a few, ones that most beginner guitar players know. But then you can look at an equally iconic songwriter like Stevie Wonder, whose music is incredibly harmonically complex. The point is when it comes to modern popular music, it's not about the technical complexity in any one area. It's about the emotion, the uniqueness. It's how all the parts come together and interact with each other to form a sum that's greater than the parts. This concept is fundamentally important to this holistic approach and what makes it totally different than any other approach out there. So in order to teach and guide artists with this in mind, we have to view them as the complex, unique individuals they are. The first step in this process is to actually take the time to get to know each artist. And even more importantly, we need to do our best to create an environment where they feel comfortable getting to know themselves from the inside out. This holistic approach is about guiding artists on the pathway to fulfilling their potential as one-of-a-kind creative artists with something unique to say to the world. It's also about viewing songs in a similarly holistic manner. When viewed this way, a song is the seamlessly integrated combination of the content, the performances, and the sonics. Within the content, you have the lyrics, the melodies, the chords, the rhythms. And the performances exist to bring life to those things, with musicality, feel, passion, and intensity. And the sonics are where the color and attitude and dimension are found. The further back in history you go, the more you see that these things were separated out. songwriter, the performer, the producer, the recording engineer, mixing engineer, the mastering engineer. But now technology and awareness has let us know that these things can be integrated, and they should be. The goal is a change of mindset, to realize that the final result will only be as great as the process that gets you there. So whether you're responsible for every part of that process or just one piece of it, to view a song holistically means to stay in touch with the driving core emotionality and thought, the intention behind that song throughout the process, and to make sure that the final result reflects that. When we do this, everything comes together, and that's when the magic happens. My name's Adam Watts. I like to make stuff. I'm an artist, singer, songwriter, producer, visual artist. This holistic approach was born out of not just a passion for making art and expressing myself, but also a desire to make that into a career. And what that meant for me is learning how to navigate that art and commerce dilemma. On one side, you have self-expression, just doing what you want to do, saying what you want to say. On the other side, you have business and clients and trying to meet expectations and doing a great job objectively, not just from your own subjective perspective. In this approach, we face this head on and give artists the tools they need to navigate this dilemma, to ease that tension between art and commerce and set them up for success and fulfillment. This holistic approach brings together the conceptual, philosophical, the psychological, the spiritual, and the physiological into a cohesive and effective curriculum that meets each artist right where they're at and begins to transform them from the inside out, guiding them toward fulfilling their potential and making songs that'll have an impact, that'll mean something. And who knows, you might just write a song that'll change somebody's day or even change the world.